Hi there guys, what's up? This is the New Explorer here, and today we're going to be casting this 1v1 we have Nocturnal, who's the purple Terran here, versus the Zerg player, Fearless. This is going to be a clan war, actually, against MMM1, which is the Minute Maid clan. This will be quite an interesting series. It's going to be a best out of 7, however, what it's actually going to be like, there's going to be 7 players fighting against 7 other players, and it's just going to be a best of 1, and whoever wins the majority wins, you know, the clan war. With that being said, Nocturnal here, this is going to be, I believe, the 2 platinums, so I don't know what that, you know, be pretty interesting here. So we're going to see that the Zerg player would possibly going to be going for the 15 hatch 14 pool, which is kind of the standard. It's a bit very eco. Yeah, that is true. He's going to be going for the 15 14. Nocturnal did not understand. Quite interesting here on this map, which is Star Station, I believe. You cannot have close air. It's always cross or you know, cross or long distance. So I know Fearless here, which is going to be, you know, taking this natural here, making sure it's all locked down. He's probably going to be going for that pool, which is at 16. That's pretty interesting there, but whatever. He's probably going to be next getting his extractor as per usual. If we go down to Nocturnal, we see here that he's actually going to be finishing the orbital command. Quite interesting. He didn't wall off. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, usually it's a lot better just to wall off in general. However, he might be going for, actually, I think he's going to be saving up his money to be going for the, yes, he's going to be going for the 1 racks fast expand. So pretty interesting there. And he's going to be moving his racks all the way into that little position there. Quite good. It's probably going to be, yep, here comes the mule coming down. He's probably going to be setting up that bunker there. He's got his marine in quite an interesting position. So the lings would have to come around here instead of just going straight down for him. So might get a bit of an arc, bit of an edge there. Nocturnal there seemed to scout Fearless there, so that's kind of cool. Thought I'd place that down. I usually don't place it too often, even though I should. So Fearless here now just established his second. He's going to be building those double hatch, or not double hatches, double queen, and he is going to be getting that extractor up. He's probably going to be saving up the gas for the spawning pool. Most likely he's going to be pulling them off. Meanwhile, over here at Nocturnal, we see that he's got double racks building up over here, so it'll be pretty interesting. Nocturnal is also going to be focusing down those plates because, well, you know, plates. He's also going to be establishing the double refinery, so we will most likely see a tech switch into here. Quite interesting here. Nocturnal could actually go slightly aggressive. I mean, we don't see many forces from Fearless. Fearless also has the Overlord established over here. By the way, the Mind Games clan, so we are at the MGUx. The 2 racks are just about done now. He's going to be probably pumping out a couple of Marauders if he wants. He could actually even have a Scouting Reaper. That's what some people do nowadays. So the command center is established here, and the Zerg is going to start slipping slightly behind. Never mind. He's going to be getting his 3rd up there, and it's going to be all well and handy dandy. He's only got 1 worker mining in the extractor here. If we look at the units tab, we can see that it's 21 to 29. However, the mules do make up and kind of, you know, patch that little worker difference. So, yeah. The 3rd hatch is going down. We have combat shield coming for the Marines here, so we're going to see a very Marine heavy opening. The bunker does go down. He's going to be placing that supply depot for more or less defensive purposes here, and it's going to be a pretty slow start here. So again, this is going to be a best out of 7. However, and we're going to have 7 players versus 7 players playing against each other, and it's, you know, so whoever wins the most amount of games, which the majority of games, which is 4 and up, wins the clan tournament. The factory is going to be building down right now, so we could see some Widow Mine drops. We could see some Siege Tank play, although Siege Tanks haven't been built in HOTS for a long time. It's quite sad how the mine does replace that. We have the switch here into the Roach Warren, which it's kind of a little late. It seems that Fearless is slightly behind in his tech options. Never mind, he's getting his lair. He's also got this double Evo popping. He's getting Missile and Carapace he's probably going to be going for hydras or something like that. We see that Nocturnal has his engineering bay being constructed, almost finished right now. And Nocturnal is just slowly pumping in a couple workers. He's got this huge supply depot wall over here right now. And quite interesting, he's being very smart here. He's going to be using his Marines possibly to pop over a couple overlords to control the map a little bit. If we see, we have a couple links over here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Stim's super late, however. Is Nocturnal going to be doing some early pressure is going to be the question. I mean, he's got a fair amount of Marines over here. Yes, he is. He's going to go for the pressure. Keep in mind, he's got these Marine combat shield. These links are going to be coming back. He's probably going to be flanking there. Nocturnal's got a good position over here. He's right behind the mineral lines. He's going to be, you know, in case those links do decide to run by, which he might. He's going to be able to pick out that one Marine over there. Nocturnal's going to be funneled into that little corner. He is going to be able to take off the third quite nicely there. He's got to remember to quit rallying his forces. The Broodling is going to be doing some quite good amount of damage, and he does pick off the third. So now it's just a question of how Nocturnal is going to get these units out of here. Great job by Nocturnal over here. If you look at the production tab, we can see 11 roaches are going to be building onto the field. Fearless has no idea what to do with these lings whatsoever. He's actually going to be focusing down on this roach. That's very smart. I'm getting that early kill. He's going to be funneling against that little side over there. He's going to be taking quite a bit of damage. However, the Marine DPS is going to be so much. Can he hold on? I don't know. It's going to be really close. It looks like he is going to be able to hold, but just barely. Loses a couple of Marines over here. If we look at the units lost tab, we can see that does favor Nocturnal quite a bit. However, these roaches going to be coming here. It's just going to be able to clean up these Marines. So, however, in overall, I think that Nocturnal did a quite smart play over here. He sees these Marauders. He has to tack up. I mean, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to be building these Marauders. He's got these double medevacs coming in. He's popping down quite a couple of more Raxes. He's got Fearless has 20 links coming out, so this could be quite deadly for a Nocturnal over here. Is he going to be able to hold? We don't know. But yeah, we also see the Hydra's Den and the Infestor's Pit coming out at almost the exact same time. Seems like somebody had quite a few minerals to spare. Anyway, so we see that Nocturnal is built his command center. He's probably going to upgrade that to an orbital command right about now. He pops down his mules over at his third over here. There's going to be slight engagement. However, the supply depot wall is probably going to hold it for the most part. There's not much Fearless can do. I mean, he is containing him, but for how long? I mean, as these forces go on, as this game goes on, the forces are going to start to come in. I mean, he is, you know, ahead technically because this base is late, although it just got established. Smart Nocturnal split up all his forces over here. He's going to be sending these massive amount of, you know, these medevacs filled with units in them. Is he going to be able to, is Fearless, did he see that? And the question, I think he did actually. He's going to be rallying all his forces to come to his third. And he knows, he's like, oh yeah, damn, that's going to be a huge drop. He's got almost his entire army into there. He's going to be able to pick off that one rush. He does not have concussive shell. He's going to be funneled against this corner. But thanks to, is that, the Marauder might be stranded behind, nope. So he does lose 2 Marines over there, but for what the cost, you know, it's pretty decent. He's meanwhile, Fearless does have Baneling tech now, so he's going to be getting some Banelings over here. 2-2 coming down. The 1 armor just finished. Probably the 2 armor going to be placed right now, and that gave Nocturnal the exact time he needed to be able to expand here. Really smart play by him. However, Fearless did build a 4th, so Nocturnal is also, he scans right over at his main base to see what he has, while he's going to be doing this quite aggressive play over at his third. Fearless's forces is completely far behind. He's got no idea this is going to happen. It might be just a clean sweep. He's going to be able to focus down on the Queen. He's going to be focusing down on the hatchet. Does he have enough to take this over? He's going to be really close. It's going to be half health, 4th health, 3rd, maybe. The Banelings, if the Banelings going to be coming, the Banelings are going to be he's going to be able to pick off the thing and just run off like it's absolutely nothing, taking super minimal losses. I think maybe a Marine, a Marauder or 2, and that's really it. Quite a nice job by Nocturnal. However, Fearless is slightly ahead in the supply. If we look at the workers tab, we can see Nocturnal is actually vastly ahead because he's got more workers than him, plus the mules, so that income spike. However, we got these forces that are going to be rallied over to the second over here. I don't know. We have these forces that are going to be rallied over to second here, but he decides to pull back. Also, I'd like for you guys to keep in mind that those roaches do cost 2 supplies, so that could mean why Fearless has a bit more supply than he usually does. He's got these 5 drones coming around. Oh, the drop here, I completely missed it. I apologize. I see, that's why he pulled off all his workers there. If we look at the units lost tab, again, favoring Nocturnal ever so slightly, the more and more it happens. The longer, the more he does these drops. He's actually going to be able to possibly do more aggressive play against the third. He does see this Fearless, so, coming back into the main here, we see that everything's being pumped out like a good macro player that he is. Oh, well, except for that one. He's got his 2-3 coming down. He's got this random medevac that's sitting here. And we have this stream of lings and roaches and hydras and even banes coming down right to the second. Is he aware of this? He's got the bunker, which will be quite defensive. You should see the lings start to come by. The lings are going to be surrounding the bunker, going to be doing some massive amount of damage. The siege tank splash is going to be helping him out, especially with the high ground right there. He moors the baneling right in front, but he decides to cancel it. I mean, I don't know. This defense by Nocturnal is quite good over here. And we also, meantime, have a push coming into the third over here. The siege tanks are just lined up so incredibly. However, the Vikers are here, but they do not have enough energy to abduct. Actually, they do just now. That's exactly what he's going to do, but he's got no forces, so it really means nothing. Meanwhile, if we look over here, Fearless's third is being harassed, as well as the natural, or main, excuse me, which is quite good. A 2-pronged assault over here, losing a minimum amount of units, but he's going to be able to take out that infestation pit, which could be huge. It delays everything. He picks up every single unit apart from 1 Marine. He's actually going to be... Thank you, Scred. He's actually going to be dropping over here in the middle run. He's got very few units actually going to be able to defend this. I mean, Nocturnal's doing a great play over here, funneling right behind there. There's nothing that these lings can do. They're only attacking 1 by 1, and this just great amount of damage by Nocturnal. He does use the Blinding Cloud, which is going to slow them out. Nocturnal picks up every single one. And if we look at the units lost tab, again, oh my god, Nocturnal's done some great drops. Great job. He picks off the third. I'm so sorry I missed that over there. So much action going on at one time. It's quite crazy. Nocturnal do some fantastic play. And if we look, we can see that there's a supply difference of almost 60. Actually, even more than 60. The 2-3 is about to pop down here. The Zergs got the +3 armor coming down, but only +1 melee. I'm curious why he chose melee. And as this game long, oh no, the Marauders here are going to be caught up. But, basically they did their job, so. And if we look, Nocturnal's got a huge force over here, consisting of Vikings, medevacs, Marauders, Marines, tanks, everything. No mines, I wonder. Quite interesting. I called that he was going to be using... Wow, he's got 2 command centers over there. He's going to be morphing them into PFs or what? Fearless has got these units streaming in over here, but does Nocturnal going to be able to pick him off? Not much. He's got this 1 bunker going to be defending, but for how long? He's going to pick off all these forces over here. The Vipers are completely split up. So are the Hydras. He's just going to be able to pick off on both sides and squish them like it's absolutely nothing. Does he have conch shells? He doesn't have conch shells. However, there's not much that Fearless can do right now. He's got no forces. He's been harassed so many times. The supply difference is almost by 100, which is quite crazy. I mean, if we're, again, looking at the units tab, we see that more SCVs, more everything, more units, more everything. Is Fearless going to do anything? He needs some, like, the best, baneling hits ever, and he does not have that. He only has X amount of Hydras, and that's really it. I mean, these Marines are just going to be DPSing everything down. I don't see any forces left. I mean, he's got this slight little bit here if he flanks around the siege tank, which he is going to do. He's going to pick off maybe 1 or 2 of them, but in the end, it's just not enough to hold. There's just way too much stuff here with Nocturnal. The GG! Nocturnal wins this game 1 in this best out of 7 from this clan war. This is New Explorer. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Stay tuned for more action on the Mind Games channel. And peace.